Hello students, today we are going to learn about the Java library classes. Java library classes means JCL. JCL. So first of all, we will discuss about this thing that what is the JCL and what are the components of the JCL. So first you see JCL is a major component of JDK. JDK, as we know, Java Development Kit, where we develop the Java and all the kits, all the functions of the Java, all the uh, key software tools which are essential for developing the particular application in Java. So JDK is required. JCL Java class library is a major component of JDK. How? Because JCL contain various packages, and we know that package is a collection of classes. That's why each package of JCL contain different classes. And also we know that classes is the collection of functions. So classes contain function. Now with the help of this function, we can develop our logic easily. For example, JCL or Java class library, inside these packages are there, packages, and inside this class, inside this function. So it is very important to understand how many types of JCLs are there, and which type of JCL we will use here. About that we have to understand. So let's see some packages of the JCL. See, Java library package. Many packages are there in Java, but few important packages that in class 10 ICSE board you have to understand is lang util. These two packages we will always use, and one more package, IO package, which is not given here. IO package also we will use for the taking input from the user. But most of the things that we will use is lang package. One more thing you can understand, this Java library classes is defined under the lang package. Sorry, lang package comes under the Java library classes. Util also comes under the Java library classes. So a library where the collection of packages are there, and in particular packages multiple class are there, like in lang math class, system class. So with the help of math class we can use pow function, sqrt function. So how it is possible? Due to this lang package, and this is JCL only. Now util package is also there. In util package a stack is there, a scanner also there. A scanner always we use to take the input from the user java.util.scanner. So in the scanner many functions are there to take the input of integer types of different function, to take the input of character types of different functions. Net is also there, where url and socket, when you will work in the Java application, that time it will be required. When you will use work on the windows based platform, windows based application, that time you will use awt package. So these are the packages that is very important to understand. Now let's see what is given in this chapter. After the Java library classes, one more class which comes under the lang package is wrapper class. As we know, the wrapper class is part of the java.lang package. Java.lang package. Wrapper class is a part of the java.lang package. Okay. What is the need? The need is to convert a string into other primitive data types and vice versa. You know about the primitive and non-primitive data types. Primitive data types int, char, float, double, which not depend on any other data type. Non-primitive data type like array, interface, classes, which depend on other data types. So here the conversion of string into primitive data type and primitive data type into string. First string to primitive data type and primitive data type to string. So first of all, you understand how many types of wrapper class are there. Wrapper class hierarchy. Object is the base class where number, if you are talking about the number, so see how many wrapper classes are there. Byte is a wrapper class, short, integer, long, float, double. One thing you have to understand here that the primitive data type and wrapper class. Primitive data type always will be from a small letter. Like if you write, so we will write like this byte, a small b, y, and t, e. But here it is in capital letter. B is in capital letter. So if in a programming term B will be used in capital, it means it's not a data type, it's a wrapper class. Make sure about it. Short wrapper class, integer wrapper class, long is a wrapper class, float is a wrapper class, double is a wrapper class, boolean is a wrapper class, character is a wrapper class. All the first letter is capital C, but in data type all these first letter will be a small. One exception is there is string. String is a data type which always use in capital letter. Either it will be the wrapper class we don't use that things, but in data type we always use the first letter as a capital. Otherwise in rest of the data types we use a small letter. If it will be the capital letter, it means it's a wrapper class. So how many wrapper class are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Understood? Now see, the need is what? To convert the string into other primitive data type. So this is the conversion only. Here two terms will come: boxing, auto boxing, auto boxing, or boxing. Auto boxing. Auto boxing means the conversion of wrapper class, or simply you can say the conversion of primitive data type. Primitive data type means a small letter to capital letter. Means if the conversion of primitive data type will be in the wrapper class, then this will be called auto boxing. And if the conversion of wrapper class will be into the primitive data type, then this will be the unboxing. Unboxing means wrapper class to other. Boxing means other to wrapper class. That only you have to. Auto boxing, other to wrapper class means primitive to wrapper class, and auto boxing, primitive to wrapper class, unboxing, wrapper class to primitive. That only you have to remember. Okay. And now it need convert the string into primitive data type and vice versa, and primitive to other data type. Now see how to convert string into primitive data type. String to int in Java. How to convert this? Integer.parseInt or integer.valueOf. Two function is there. Either we can use integer.parseInt so that string will be get converted into the integer integer dot parseInt. I will show you the example. Wait. So string to integer. String to integer. How to convert string to integer? Let's see this through the example. Suppose one string value I have string s1 equals to string always will be in the double quotations 23 and s2 equals to the string value which contain number that only can be converted into the character, that only you have to remember. Okay, if you write any other letter like this, so you cannot convert this into integer because s is a character and cannot be converted into the integer. Now if you will find sum equal to s1 plus s2 and if it will be int sum equal to s1 plus s2, then what will happen? See where it is mistake, control k. This is the mistake one. Let's see. We cannot convert this into a string. So first what we have to do, we have to convert this into number and then after we have to find the add. So first I will convert int n1 equals to integer dot parse int and I will put here s1. Now this s1 is get converted into integer. Now again I will write int n2 equal to integer dot parse int or value of whatever you want you can write, no problem. So now s2 converted into n2. Now we have to find the sum of that value, that is n1 plus n2. This happened due to this wrapper class only. Integer is a wrapper class of int primitive data type. That's why it is possible to convert the string into integer. So wrapper class, this one is a wrapper class. Due to this wrapper class only we can convert these and we can find the sum of strings also. So now print this system dot out dot println sum. Now compile it. No syntax error. If you want to see the output, you can see from here only. You got the output. So this is the way to convert the string data type into integer data type. Now suppose this string we have to convert into long. So how will convert? I will write here long and here only as I told, data type will be a smaller letter but wrapper class will be capital letter. So long, see long 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 dot parseInt s1. Long n2. So here capital letter long and here also long. Company. Sorry, parse long. Long is not supporting here. What? Here wrapper class can be used as long to convert it. But one thing you can see here, for converting this string into long data type, what do you have to use? Yeah, it is correct code only. Value of parse long. Yeah. One mistake I have done here. Capital L. Yeah, now it will work. No syntax error. Compile it, you will get that particular sum. Suppose you have to convert this into particular float data type. So suppose this one is float value like 23.2 and 34.5. So simply you can convert, like you take this float means a small data type. Here it will be capital. Why? Because it's a wrapper class. So parse float, and this is a wrapper class, and parse float is the function of this particular wrapper class. Float, float, and here F capital. Java is case sensitive language, that's why you cannot do like such type of mistakes which I have made. And this also will be float. No syntax error. So float type also can be converted. So this is all about the string to other data type, other primitive data type, or any primitive data type you can convert. Now next is int to string. Now suppose you have integer data type, and integer you have to convert into string, then integer dot to string. If float you have to convert, so float dot to string, long dot to string. If you have to convert long, so long dot to string. So only data type, wrapper class data type you have to wrapper class name you have to give here. Suppose we have to convert the integer into a string, so I will use simply integer, and I will put here integer value like 2. So this 2 now will be converted into the integer. If you will write 2.5, so here we have to write float dot to string. Now this will be converted into a string. If you have to write any numbers, so long dot to string, this will be converted into the string. So simple way, if you want to convert the string into int or any other primitive data type, so wrapper class and parse function, and also integer to string, so int then string. So this is all about the conversion. Now let me explain about the character data types. Character data types, we know that inside the characters, like letters come first, capital letter or small letter, whatever the letters are there. Digit also 0 to 9, all digits 0 to 9 comes under the characters. Any special symbols like hash, dollar, this all comes under the special symbols, and you have to enclose this in a single quotation. If you will not write in the single quotation, it means it's not a character. Whatever the character you will use inside the Java, you have to write like this. Say 9 is also character, but if you will write 90 and single quotation, so it will be wrong, because here two character is there, 90, and we know that the collection of character is known as string, so it will be string but not a character. That's why we call in string any data types, a value of any data types can be stored. And we also learned how to convert the string into particular data type or particular data type or primitive data type into a string. Now see, input a character in Java. How to take input in character in Java? Different method I will show you here. See, through the scanner class, how we will take input of character in Java. I hope you know about this, but you see once. Suppose char a, I have declared a variable char a and system dot out dot println enter a character. A equal to c dot next and the char at 0. Next is used to accept the string, but the string, the first position of the string, the zeroth index of the string, I need that character. So caret 0. This is the way with the help of that we can take a string and we can print this. Simply you can compile this. C, because we haven't declared any scanner class, so scanner sc equals to new scanner. Just now we have learned about the packages, so util package, and inside the util package the scanner is there, and inside the scanner these are the methods are there that I am going to use. Right. So this happened due to only the library classes, otherwise it's not possible. So this is the way with the help of that we can take the. If you are talking about the IO package, so with the help of IO package also you can take a string. How you will take? So first you write here IO dot a star means all classes, and here you have to make input stream reader, input stream reader ISR equals to new input stream reader buffer reader br equals to buffer, sorry, here you have to give system dot in. Here you can declare buffer reader br also here. Okay, so buffer reader br equal to new buffer reader input stream reader ISR equal to new input stream. Directly we are going to put this inside this only. Okay, now char a, enter a number, what I enter a character, what I will do here, I will write convert this into character and simply br dot read. Nothing you have to do. Char br dot read by using input stream reader ISR equal to new input stream reader. Simply one thing you can do, it's not working like that, so what you will do, like that only as you do, like buffer you we remove this BUFFERED buffer reader br equals to new buffer and here put s. That also can be done, but if you will remove this input stream reader, then simply ISR equal to new input stream. You can do on that also, but this is the simplest way you do like that only, no problem. BUFFE RED buffer reader, and here one more thing, close the IO. Don't forget this. Close IO. Now simple, no syntax error. Compile it. Enter a character A Q. How many character you will enter, but it will convert that into character. The first character only it will print. Okay. So this is the way, with the help of that we can do this program, and we can accept this character to the input step reader also. Now next thing is one more try. Now I'm going to show you the details about the characters and about the functions. So now how to take the characters that you understood. Now I'm going to explain about the different type of functions in characters. So character oriented function. Character dot is letter. What is the use of is letter? It will check that character that you have entered is letter or not. Is digit, it will take check that is it is a digit or not. Digit means 0 to 9. 0 to 9, as we know, that it's a character also, and it will check only for the alphabets A, B, C, D and all. Character dot is letter or digit, either letter or digit, and always where it will there is a is, it means it will return either true or false. True or false, wherever is there. Is white space if in between there is a white space, because if single quotation if you will give here, then this one is what, this one is a white space, so it will check for that. If it is white space, it will return uh, true. Is uppercase, the character that you have entered is in uppercase or in lowercase. Is lowercase and two lowercase. See, is low uppercase or is lowercase is used to check that it is in uppercase or in lowercase. But this one is used to convert the lowercase into uppercase into lowercase, and this one is used to convert lowercase into uppercase. Now see example of these things. First, I'm going to give you some examples of this. So suppose char al equals to, I put it here a. I will check if character dot is letter, and it is case sensitive language, so you have to uh, give the condition according to that only. Okay, character dot is letter al. If it is letter, so it will return true. System dot out dot println, it will print s. yes letter. Else if, or simply for one, I am going to check this. See now, compile it. No syntax error. Yes letter. Now I'm going to change this. I will put here 8. Else here I will write no. So 8 is letter or what? No? Now see. No letter. So like that only you can use different type of functions. So suppose I have given here capital A. Now this capital A we have to convert into, first we have to check this is a capital letter, or if it is capital letter we have to convert it into the small letter. So I will check is uppercase, is uppercase, yes uppercase, but we have to convert this into a small letter. So what we will do, I will take another character, or simply I will print here plus character dot to lowercase. So now it will be converted into lowercase alphabet. Yes, uppercase, but now after converting, it's become lowercase. You can see this. Otherwise, it will be a small letter, a small letter, and also you can convert the same thing like this. But after converting, plus to uppercase al. Compile it. No syntax error. A is capital letter, so it will print yes uppercase, but now after converting it become lowercase. Yes uppercase, but now after converting become A, that is a small letter. Now again I am going to compile, but I will put here a small q. Now see what will happen. A small letter, but after converting it's become capital. So these are the basic function of the characters With the help of that, we can do this type of simple work. We can solve this type of simple questions to check it is uppercase or lowercase, convert lowercase into uppercase into lowercase, and like that question. So this is all about the library functions. Okay, students.